Hello everyone. Today I want to talk about the so-called data revolution and some of the reasons why it's only become a revolution today. So, in my experience, I think that the reason why it's only become a revolution today has nothing to do with the actual data and analytics behind it, but everything to do with a digitization in the way that we do business, which has allowed companies to fine tune the way that they interact with their customers, their employees, and their suppliers in ways that were never possible before. And they can actually fine tune that using data according to everyone's needs. So, if I use retail as an example, I very recently read a book about the rise of the jewelry house Cartier and how it was built. So, in the book, one of the three brothers that started the jewelry house, Pierre Cartier, invented a very complex card system where they kept track of every single customer that they had or potentially could have. And they also enhanced the data they had on these customers with tip-offs from porters, maitre d's, valets of these mostly gentlemen, so that they would know first whether a gentleman was looking to propose to a certain lady or acquire a gift for a certain woman in his life. And this was back in the 1910s. So when I read that, I was like, oh, wow, he had a complex CRM system that was then enhanced by detailed and high quality third party data sets from which he was able to essentially run predictive analytics and offer a bespoke service in that way. So the reason why he was able to do that and it was valuable to him was that because Cartier offered such high value goods that they had the sales resources to go and treat all the customers differently. For a department store that was looking to sell to millions of people, they did have that data or could potentially have had that data in that they could have tracked every single one of their customers, knew their needs as they move through life stages. So, for example, graduating high school into college, graduate college into the workforce. Those are all life triggers that they could have sold to them. However, the logistics of then feeding that information into how they sold and how a salesperson treated all the different people that were their customers was basically impossible. And realistically, if you walked in a department store, someone just came up to you and said, hello, Miss Du, I noticed you came here 5 times in the last year and bought this stuff, therefore we think you're going to buy this. It's just creepy and wouldn't do well. However, in today's digitized e-commerce environment, that sort of service is basically expected. And in order to offer that service, you need the best data, the best data analytics to get it right and make sure that customers keep coming back to you in your store versus a competitor that, like the Cartiers, would have gotten a better heads up into when a customer was going to buy and offered their wares ahead of yours. So that's the true data revolution, is that it's a change in how we do business rather than the data and the analytics itself. Hope this helps.